Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Let these words settle deep in your heart. In a world that glorifies self-made success, ambition, and hustle culture, God gently invites us into a better way, a surrendered way. He calls us to commit our actions, our dreams, and our daily decisions to him. And when we do, he doesn't just observe from afar, he establishes our plans. But what does that mean? To commit to the Lord means to hand over the keys to your life, to roll your burdens, goals, and intentions onto him. The Hebrew word used here for commit literally means to roll over onto. It's the same imagery David uses in Psalm 37:5, where he says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this." It's not about abandoning our goals. It's about placing them in hands far more capable than ours. When we give our plans to God, he gives them a foundation. He aligns them with his will. He closes the wrong doors and opens the right ones. Even the delays, detours, and disappointments become divine appointments. Why? Because he knows the full picture. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope." But let's be honest, committing your plans to God can be scary. It requires surrender, trust, patience. Maybe you've been trying to build something on your own strength, a business, a relationship, a ministry, and despite all your effort, it keeps falling apart. Friend, that's not failure. That's God inviting you to try a different approach, his way. Jesus says in Matthew 6:33, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." When we seek him first, everything else comes into divine alignment. Even Jesus, before going to the cross, prayed in Luke 22:42, "Not my will, but yours be done." That's the ultimate act of commitment, trusting God with the outcome, even when it's painful, even when it doesn't make sense. Because when you trust the planner more than the plan, you walk in peace. So today, whether you're starting a new chapter or feeling stuck in the middle of one, I encourage you. Don't just pray for God to bless your plans. Surrender them to him entirely. Tell him, "Lord, I commit this job, this dream, this family, this situation completely into your hands. Guide me, align my steps, and help me walk according to your will." And watch what happens. Watch how the path becomes clearer. Watch how the right doors open and the right people appear. Watch how peace replaces anxiety. Because when God establishes your plans, they can never be shaken. If this message spoke to your heart, like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs it today. Drop a comment below and let us know. What plans are you committing to God this week? Remember, when your plans are in God's hands, they're not just safe, they're established.